in the movie and the book, you talk about the five family heist. So what was that? And for the people that haven't read the book, like what was it all about? And how were you able to form this? And who were the five men that participated in the heist?
Well, there was a time when I would get stolen gold, stolen jewelry, and I would take some of this stuff to this coin dealer in New York, a famous coin dealer, and he was on 55th Street. And I said I could have went to your competitor. He said, no, my competitor, he would rip you off. I go, what does he specialize in? He specializes in buying coins all over the United States, and he'd have a whole truckload delivered every Monday or Tuesday. I go, really? So Foxy and I decided, well, let's watch this coin dealer on 57th Street. So we watched and watched. Finally, around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, along came this big truck, and we see them struggling with these paint cans, bringing them into the coin store. And so I waited a little while. I say, I'll go in there and look around. Well, lo and behold, we found out this guy was one of the biggest buyers in New York for silver coins. In that year, in 1973, silver had taken this meteoric, it took this amazing jump in price, like from $2 an ounce to $4. So we decided to rob this truck. So we had to follow it back to the airport. And we followed it back to the airport. And then, I decided we'll put together a team of 5 guys. Well, 4 guys, really. And then we'll use the guy, to just drive the truck afterwards. So we got together with Tommy, myself, and Foxy. Gene Gotti was supposed to go with us, but he decided not to go. And then we had another guy. So we had 4 guys from different families. And the 5th guy was, hanging out in a building where we could drive the truck and unload it. And that at that time, Jimmy Burke had rented this building, and all stolen, hijacked merchandise would go to this building. And then he would buy it. He would broker it. He had all the connections with the Jewish buyers in New York for garments and men's clothes, you name it. So we did that heist, and instead of selling it like to one buyer, I decided to put on record. That means to let everybody know we were dividing the merchandise, and that's what we did. We divided up the coins. Well, later on, maybe a month or so later, I had all my coins left because I didn't need to sell them. And Foxy and Tommy was giving them to Jimmy Burke, and Foxy was giving it to John Gotti. They were getting ripped off. They were getting, like, say, a bag of coins was $1,000 face value, and they were getting like, say, maybe $4,000, and I was getting $6,000. So I started buying their coins and selling them to my coin dealer. So that's the first time I did like trading of like large volume stolen merchandise. But they were U.S. coins, which were 90% silver if it was pre-64, and the whole truckload was pre-64.
Damn. So that's the heist right there. I mean,
Yeah.
you never really hear about all the families working together to go and do something like that, or that I've never really heard of. All 5 of the New York crime families. I mean, didn't you have to go through a process to make that happen?
Yeah, we had to go. We had to go to like I was involved with the Colombos. Joe Brancato was the boss then after Colombo got shot, and Foxy had to go to Gotti, and Gotti had to take him to the Faticos, and then Tommy had to go to Jimmy Burke, and Jimmy Burke got permission from Paulie Vario. So that's the way that all worked out, and it did work out well, and everybody was satisfied that some of the guys from different families could work together without killing each other, because the mob war at that time in the early 70s was still on. It was always the Colombos causing all the mob tensions, just like you saw in the Godfather, making of the Godfather movie, The Offer, if you watch that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go ahead.
But it all worked out. That was one of the early heists we did. We did other ones, really did a lot of research on, what we could steal and how much we could get it for, and get for the merchandise. Most of the time guys didn't do that research, but I was more focused on, okay, I want to try to sell this before I steal it. And
Right.
the Jewish guy that taught me about gold and all, which I still buy today. I buy gold and silver. I put ads on Craigslist. I'm still buying that stuff. I buy it discounted. I'm always buying it discounted. I buy it legally, you know.
Yeah.
In 2 years, I must have bought $50,000 worth of gold. Well, I probably paid, 10,000 for it.
Damn.
And then I take it
So
to New York City, and I sell it for cash, right over the counter. You know,
it's all legal now.
it's
Oh, I
all
guess
legal,
when you don't steal it.
right?
Yeah. But no, I mean, so that was just one of many heists that you did with the five families then?
Yeah, many.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. This clip came from one of my interviews I did in the past. Please hit subscribe if you want to get more clips like this. Also, if you want to watch the full interview, I'll put a link in the description. Or you can hit the button on the screen to watch the full interview.